the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Hey there you guys, welcome back to Campbell 12's YouTube channel. Play for your comic book and anime reviews. This is my review for the final episode of Blade Runner Black Lotus. This was an episode that was really being hyped up on Twitter. Mark was very much talking about it as he was also talking about his new series I'm also going to be reviewing, Shiminu, something like that. That's another anime series that he is also working on. And I was really looking forward to this episode anyway, because where the last episode, episode 12, left off, where we were going to get this big fight between these two replicants. And we very much get that in this episode, where we see this really cool sword fight between the both of them. That really looks good for this series. The series has had like the greatest animation throughout it. If there was one weakness to this series, it would be in the animation department, because there are lots of moments where it does look cheap. And on the smaller scale, I really liked at the beginning, but episode went on. It was pretty easy to see, especially when they had that one whole episode that was basically just a recap episode, which was like, that's a weird thing to do in the middle of your show, just do a recap episode. I mean, I understand the show is airing on television, so it's a little bit different than if it was like a streaming show. You kind of do need those recap episodes every now and then for these types of things. Which is one of the reasons why, cable TV is dying right now. And why they are doing all this original stuff with their network to kind of get more ratings. Because that's what they need to stay alive. And they're definitely not getting it right at this moment because of, the streaming wars that are going on. But getting to the actual episode, I felt like this episode really had a really solid finale with the Wallace Corporation and, Wallace's son. I thought that was really well done in his whole story. There were a few things that I wanted more of. Like, I wanted to know why KL could cut him down, like when she wasn't able to more. They didn't really give an explanation to that. And another thing I felt about this really felt like it's setting up for another season. It felt like there's more story to tell. It did not feel like Finna, which felt like a one-off. But also, it's kind of interesting when that was a one-off series when the animation quality of that one was so much higher. And we just heard about Toonamj wasn't able to pay for Demon Slayer anymore, so they're definitely having to do things on a bit of a budget right now, with them spending all this money on all these animated projects. They're having a hard time returning investment right now because of the streaming wars and everything being so high priced in the world of anime, which is why they're making all this original content, because they can't get certain things anymore because of all these streaming services, and no one really wants to go to television, so it makes sense. There's a lot of politics, a lot of things going on around this anime that gave us to it the way it is. And I do hope we get another season of this, because I definitely don't want it to just end here, because it definitely doesn't feel like there's definitely more story that it needs to come afterwards. Unlike Finna, which felt like it was over. It felt like it was done. It was one of the best shows that it could be. Blade Runner is not. Blade Runner is a good show, really good show actually, but needs more plot stuff to happen with it now, and I need more answers to a lot more questions, especially with the Wallace Corporation plot line, because I kind of got dropped in at the end and we never really built on it after that. So I really want to see more of what happened in the future of this series and where it goes after this. Let me know on the final episode of Blade Runner Black Lotus. And let's come over to about this episode of Blade Runner, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.